Vested interests are not unusual in politics, but for a young coalition, it can easily impede growth and affect party stability. That reality is dawning on the African Democratic Congress ADC. The lawmaker representing Yagba Federal Constituency of Kogi State at the National Assembly, Leke Abejide, has broken his silence after his suspension by the party. Abejide described the move as unconstitutional and vowed to challenge it in court. As the sole ADC lawmaker in the House of Representatives, he disputed the legitimacy of this suspension, stating that he would not allow anyone to hijack the party he labored to build. Meanwhile, a former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, has described the ADC as a party of sprinters, advising presidential hopefuls in the party to slow down and be more circumspect about how they run for the 2027 presidential race. Okay, BK, I'll start with you. First of all, why was the representative Abejide suspended, and was due process followed in the manner in which the suspension was executed?
Well, as far as Abejide was concerned, due process was not followed, and the chairman of the NWC of the party in Kogi State, one Kingsley Oga, as far as Abejide is concerned, had been expelled since 2022, and so he had no locus to suspend anyone. You know, he had no locus even hanging around as leader of the party. And he sees the current leadership of the ADC as a group of meddlesome interlopers, and he vowed that he would not allow people who came from nowhere to hijack a party labored to build. This is the crux of the matter. When you come into a party, or somebody sells a political party to you, because that's basically what it means. You know, it's like an investor buying a football club in England. You know, the Chinese, the Asians have come into Britain.
Yes.
You know, investing in football clubs, buying football clubs and all that. And, even Leicester City was bought by somebody from Thailand and all that. So when you do that, you have to carry everybody along. But there are other investors that you buy them out so that you can have full control. If you don't have full control, you will be denied the peace that you need to run the place properly. You know, these people were in two minds. Should we set up ADA?
Yes.
Or simply go and buy up a political party? I personally suggested to them that registering a new party could be tricky.
Exactly.
If you go back to what I said, that registering a new party could be really tricky. It's not in all cases that you can succeed the way the APC succeeded. That was a mega coalition, you know. They had governors, they had federal lawmakers, they had people, they had former president, you know. So they were able to build a strong coalition that unseated a government, a sitting government. Well, in this case, suspecting that ADA may not be registered, they then went to something that I suggested could be an option. That is to buy up a political party. Well, we will look for that and I will play it. Before they went to ADC, I had suggested that that could be an option for them. And then they went, bought the ADC, found a way to get the NWC people to go and sit down somewhere, and brought in new members. Cases that were in court, they found a way to withdraw those cases, but they didn't withdraw everything.
Exactly.
They didn't withdraw everything. Now they are in crisis. There are party chairmen who are saying, no, we do not agree. Deputy national chairman of the party, one of them is even laying claim
to the party.
Yes, and we will never know on whose side the pendulum of victory
will swing,
until the courts have had their say on this matter. So people like Abejide refused to join the APC. He refused to join the PDP. He was happy to be the biggest fish
in
that pond, in the pond of the ADC. And no House of Reps, no one had been able to defeat him in that constituency.
In Yagba.
Nobody. Contest against him will defeat you hands down. You can come from the biggest party in Nigeria. Abejide will defeat you once you come to that is constituency. His people like him.
Yes.
And he's been a force in that area. When it comes to presidential election, he will tell his people who to vote for. You will see them vote for that person, and that person will still win. So that is now, when you come into such a party where such a person who had been financing the party had sway, how do you massage his ego and get him to begin to sing from the same hymnal as you people?
Exactly.
Clearly, they didn't succeed. And I've said before, they succeeded with a lot of people, but not everybody. This sort of thing was going to happen in SDP. SDP was a natural choice for them. But people like Adebayo said, no, we will not allow you to hijack our party. So they then moved away from SDP and came here. There was a willing seller, willing buyer, as they say in economics.
In the oil industry as well.
So willing...
the oil sector.
Yes, no, it's every sector. So today, how do you have to get such people out of the way? That's what they try to do now. And Abejide said, look, I'm going to take them to court. He said, I have coalition of what? There's no coalition because it cannot stand. I have the locus to challenge every of their actions in court because they are interlopers.
Okay.
Let them go and let's go to the contest and see who will win. They should go back and register their new political party. ADA. So that is what he's saying. Yes. And he is convinced that this party cannot even stand in an election because of the multiple court cases that they have. He's saying that they are not going to be able to contest. Okay. Who knows how these cases will be decided.
Former Jigawa State Governor Leke Abejide, he said the ADC called them a party of sprinters and said they should slow down. But talk to me. Do you agree with
him? Maybe because of the man, Lamido, it's someone that has really demonstrated some strong integrity when it comes to politics among Nigerian politicians. You understand? It should have been a normal giveaway about what you stand for. And if you looked at some of the interviews he had granted before now, he had often said that I don't want to erase my history. I don't want to erase what I stand for. I will not join this ADC. But he has given them some tacit support that anything that will bring Nigeria to whatever he calls ideal Nigeria, it would support it. But give or take, I just feel that in politics, you're dealing with a party that is getting stronger. A party that is, according to Saraki, 2 more governors are still going to join them. And if you want to be on a race with that kind of ruling party, I don't think anything you call sprint or whatever language you use is enough when you are dealing with such a party. Because part of the things I said, one of my statements when this idea of ADC came up is that maybe they should plan for 2031. Because the APC I see now, and you're dealing with someone who is very strong in politics, in strategies, talking about President Bola Tinubu now, and you want to outshine him or you want to come up with some kind of ideas you want to talk about, trust me, ADC will try all kinds of strategies. They will try all kinds of luck. You have seen them there's an ADA on the side.
Yes.
There's an SDP that has failed. And now there's an ADC that is giving them issues.
Yes.
And in fairness, I don't know whether they have an alternative. Because the Abejide we know is not going to bow.
Yes.
He's not going to, there's nothing they can give him. Because he has nothing to gain in court, you know, by bowing to people who are not office holders, who are not elected. This is someone who has been winning election. And he has even tried to go for a higher position that is being a governor, which is still a bright thing for him. Because he has shown that, hey, I'm a key person in this whole thing. So talking to that person, I don't know what BKO meant by willing buyer, willing seller. I'm sure he has his information. So you cannot buy such a person. So for ADC, trust me, I don't know the strategies I can suggest to them. But that they are sprinters, we need to slow down. They are slowing down with mean plan for 2031. But as far as 2027 is concerned, I don't think they are even running fast enough because of what APC has put in place. Don't forget, APC is not taking them for granted. They can come on TVC, I mean, they can come on TV, I said TVC. They can come on TV and come on radio and say that they are just politically displaced persons. They are not underrating them. They are not, you know, sleeping at all. They are not, if they are ready to even win all the 36
they are not taking them for granted.
Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, I not totally agree with him.
Okay.
But just to say that,
I mean, BK, what advice is Alhaji Sule Lamido, you know, offering the ADC with the phrase, they need to slow down?
Let me try and quote him exactly the way he said these things. He said, let them look inward and keep connecting with people quietly so that by the time they come out in full force, the energy will be there. I think there is too much rushing. There are too many sprinters there. They should slow down and look at issues in a deeper way so that they will be able to remove this cancer called APC. So I think he thinks that they are not focusing so much on strategy. They are just, they just want to contest. They want to grab power. But to grab power, you must take your time.
You need strategy.
Plan your strategy. And if you get spent before the real battle begins, that is the analogy of a sprinter that he used. Because this election, the 2027 is a metaphorical marathon, not a sprint. And the battle is usually for the one able to conserve his energy, because I was talking about energy. The one able to conserve his energy for the final sprint. If you watch 400 meters, 400 meters is one of the most technical races in athletics. You have to plan, every bit of it is planning. Because you can start with a big bang, and before you get to the home stretch, you're already tired. People will come from behind, overtake you, you know, just like what Innocent Egbunike did in Kenya. And the late President Arap Moi said, this innocent is not innocent. Because the Kenyans were ahead. The 4x400, they were ahead of Nigeria. And Innocent Egbunike, who used to be a 100 meters runner. I remember when Innocent Egbunike won his first race that announced him to Nigerians. I was in Ilorin. I watched him at the stadium in Ilorin. He started as a man doing short sprints, 100 meters. And then he got converted to a quarter miler when he got to the US. So that with that ability to sprint, once they gave him that baton, he was looking at the Kenyan man ahead of him. He overtook him and won the gold medal for us on the final day of the All-African Games. And the late President Arap Moi said, oh, this innocent is not innocent. So I understand what Sule Lamido is an experienced politician, a very wily one, you know, worked with Abubakar Imim, he had a NEPU background, was one of the children, the recent of Aminu Kano. So he understands that in politics, you don't roll out all your tactics at once.
Yes.
You have to take your time. There are some things that you don't do too early. If you do it too early, it will amount that you are showing your cards too early.
Yeah, you don't show your cards.
And then you can be
taken out.
Remember what our former President Buhari said at one time, that if I let the world know the person that I have sought for to succeed me, that they might finish him.
Exactly.
So we are almost 2 years away to the next election. There are certain things that you can't do now. You have to keep the strategy close to your chest. But the way it is, you can see that they are just struggling for power. You know, I'm hungry, whereas it's hunger for power, not hunger to put something in your belly. The same people who said they were hungry, we see them hiring private jets. How does a man who is hungry find the funds to go and hire private jets to go somewhere?
So I guess they are not hungry for food.
It's not hungry. It's not hunger for who is hunger for power, and they know it in their hearts.
Absolutely. Absolutely.